All right, I'm in the opening round of the 2020 Winter Major. I'm in my practice account. I'm on hole number one, and I'm going to come out today. And this is the last. I need to get my. We started up a new clan, Kings of Golf 3, and I do need to try and make the weekend round so I can get some clan points for the new clan to help get it up so that we can get 2 bags. So I transferred over from my Kings of Golf to Kings of Golf 3, and I shot a video on the Kings of Golf and on our clans. And just so everybody knows, I know that one of my teammates, Joe Golf, um, has another clan, and I know that a lot of you might promote my videos in your clan. And if you're having fun in your clan and your clan's really active and you're having fun there, stay there. Have fun with those people. I'm not trying to, we don't want to poach you guys and do the deal. But if you've got a secondary account, or if you are in a clan and you're not having fun, or they're not really active, and you're looking for a place to go where you can have a lot of fun, the Kings of Golf is definitely the way to go. But if you're having fun in the clan that you're at, stay there and promote the videos, and I'll try and help your clan out, and so we can all get better at the game. All right. Winter Major, opening round. Here we go. All right, let's go check out hole number one. Today, this is the last, it's my practice account. So today is the last day to really kind of go through my notes, get one more set of videos up so that I can go back and really watch it. Some of these holes are, some of these holes are driving me crazy with the adjustments. On some of them, I'm like right there. I'm hitting a great to the left or the right, and I'm right there. And then some of them, I'm doing everything. I've got it down, and I hit a great to the left, and it goes in the hole. And then I hit a great to the right, and then I go back and I'm watching the video, and I'm like, what the heck kind of where would the adjustment be? Like, what could I have done if I'd hit that perfect to make that go in the hole? And I'm still not sure on several of these holes exactly what the heck's going on. So hopefully today I can put 18 holes together. That's the goal. So my goal going into this round, we talk about minimum scores. We've talked about this all week. -12 is minimum. Hole number 3 is a really tough hole to get an eagle on. That could drop us down to -11. Hole number 7, that par 4, we really need to get an eagle on it. That could bring us back up to -12. If you started with the -12 and you added on hole number 7, then you're looking at -13. I'm looking at -13. I can accept the fact that maybe the minimum score is -12. But if you want to get a banner, you have to start off with a -13 round and then build on that. And so you need to put a round together. And so that's my goal today, is to put a round together. I'm not worried about trying to pick up a hole-in-one or trying to pick up an Albie. If I do, great. That just adds on to the score. My goal today is to standardize and get this -13 so that I've got that in the bag. So anything I do pick up, I can add on to the -13. I don't want to go in and go, well, hey, I didn't get the eagle on hole number 3 and I picked up the hole-in-one on hole number 4. So, I'm still on track. No, you're not on track. You dropped the shot on hole number 3. You're down 1. Even though it may look on paper like you're on track, you're down 1. So the whole goal is to try and get my game so that I can just play the consistent -13 per side, and looking at -26, and anything I pick up, just building on that. So -26 plus is my goal today. That's going to set me up. As far as tiebreakers going into the weekend round, I don't worry too much about tiebreakers. The way it works out is that I very seldom ever get into the tiebreaker thing. I either win outright or where I'm the highest score there, and nobody's worrying about tiebreakers. But I think in the weekend round, if you want to win this, you're going to have to be somewhere between -28 and -30. There are going to be some of those brackets where it may be a -27, but for me, and in this account, in my odd account, it plays in a Masters bracket, and this score of -26, this score of -24 is literally going to be the top 90 players. And then the top 90 players are going to shoot the minimum score. So the only way that you're going to get up towards the top is to start picking shots up and adding them into the bank. And it really will take at least a -30 to have any shot at a win. Same thing in my 77 account. It'll be in the same range, but instead of the top 90 players shooting the minimum score, it might be the top 60 or 70 players shooting the minimum score. So you have to be able to put a round together and go out there and just shoot the minimum. Before you start worrying about picking up shots, you have to have the minimum score in the bag. You've got to be able to go out there and shoot consistently on those holes to get that minimum score. And that's just the deal. All right, so yesterday I came out here and I ended up in the rough right here. Ideally, you want to end up here in the tip and then going straight at it. I'm not going to do any. I'm going to come out here with a extra mile, about 4.5 topspin. And then I'm going to go to the cup with a grizzly, and I'm in minimum grizzly. And I'm playing it at 1.75 per ring, and I'm not doing any extra wind adjustment on the drive to the cup. I'm bringing a Kingmaker. It's not the king of balls. It's just a Kingmaker. And here's the here's the deal here is I'm going to have to I dropped down to the Kings of Golf 3 to help out. There was about 10 of us that left either the main clan or the our Kings of Golf 2 clan so that we could help this clan get on the roll at the beginning of the season here. And so I went from 4 bags to 1 bag. And so this is like playing back in the good old days when we only had 1 bag. So you really have to focus on making sure that you bring the right clubs. I don't think on any of these holes here, the bottom 3, my usual suspects, the Rapier, Nirvana, and Spitfire, those are not going to change on any of these holes. Those are my usual suspects. There's none of these holes that the Grizzly or the Hornet are going to change. So it's basically just driver and wood that are primarily being changed hole to hole. So if you've got less bags, you really got to come in here and make sure that you pick the right stuff if you've only got 1 bag. And my Grizzly, when we talk about long irons and stuff, I know that the Grizzly, most accurate backbone, your B52 gets up there when it gets higher level, but get in line, it's going to take a while for that to get up there to the point where it's got as much accuracy as the Grizzly and your backbone. Saturn, I love playing with commons. And personally, I've played so much with my Saturn. I have so much faith in my Saturn. Same thing with my claw. When you talk about short irons, I have so much faith in the numbers on the Saturn and the claw that if they told me, hey, you only can pick 1 long iron, it'd be at where my clubs are at and their levels. Boy, I'll tell you, that Saturn would probably be at the top of the list because there's not much you can't get done with the Saturn. You can top spin, back spin, curl. It's got all kinds of stuff. But I am going to bring a Grizzly for these holes because I don't really need any more backspin or topspin or anything on them. What I'm looking for here is the raw accuracy, and at 100% accurate, doesn't get much better than that. So hole number 1, I'm bringing a Kingmaker. I got the Kingmaker picked, extra mile, and a Grizzly. Those are the only things I need. Off we go. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Joseph, Burning the Greens, the Burning the Greens clan. See if we can go get the eagle on hole number 1 and get the ball rolling. All of these holes, you got some serious shots to pick up a shot. Hole number 3 and hole number 9, you just want to go out there. I think hole number 9, you do got a really good shot at it. 4.5. There's 3, 4.5. You don't need to push the issue here. 2, 6. I want to be, you can see I'm off the flagpole or that light post a little. So it's 2.1, so that's about 1.25 rings. Go just a little more. I'm going to put a little bit of curl just to bring it back to the fairway. Isn't it perfect? If you watch my videos on a regular basis, it's like 70 rings great to the right. I don't know how far right I hit the one yesterday, but I ended up in the rough. So wanted to focus a little and end up in the fairway and give myself a shot. It's not that you don't have a shot when you're in the rough, especially if you really, I have a lot of confidence in my numbers, the way that I calculate wind ring numbers for my rough iron and my sand wedge. that whenever I'm in my rough iron and sand wedge, I feel like it doesn't matter where I'm at on the field, I can get that in the cup with that club. That club is fully capable of putting it in the cup. I see a lot of people taking their rough and sand wedge shots and they're real nonchalant about it. It's like, hey, I'm in my rough and sand wedge, so it's not going to go in, so I'm just going to put it up there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Getting up there and recovering and getting back on track, get your birdie, secure your birdie, and move on to the next hole. And sometimes you're in spots where, hey, scrambling to get up there and getting your recovery shot is the thing. But if you're in a spot where you can still look at it, do nothing to the cup, minimum club. So here's min. Style that sucker up. Go right at it. It's 1.75 per ring. So there's 3.5. That's a 2-ring pool. I'm going to go right at 2 rings. Just try and hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Starting it off with the eagle. In the cup. I need to get some. I'll tell you. What was it? 4 tournaments ago, I won the tournament. That was the Pacific Cup. 3 tournaments ago was the 3rd anniversary tournament. I came in 2nd. And the last tournament, it was just a combination of what was going on at my house. I was building some stuff, and so I was really focused on that. And in my garage shop, I set up a paint booth, and I was using I do a lot of veneer work and a lot of real thin woodwork, and so I use cyanoacrylate super glue. So I brought out all my super glues and we were doing stuff, and I had fumes going, and then I was spraying and I had fumes going, and just the combination. And then I was getting so much lag in the last tournament, I couldn't play. And I actually did not make the weekend round in my main account. And at the time I was like, all right, no big deal, but it has affected my confidence a little. So I'm trying to build my confidence back up. I know that may sound a little strange, but I'm just trying to, I want to go out and play consistent and get on track. The main thing is going out and shooting the minimum score. If you shoot the minimum score in the opening round, the weekend round, or the qualifier and the opening round, you're going to make the weekend round. You'll never not make the weekend round by shooting the minimum score. Unless you're in one of those community cup type deals where if you don't pick up 70 shots, you're not going to have any shot at all. But just going in and shooting consistent and remembering that I actually do know how to play this game is key. So starting off this practice account with a eagle on hole number 1 is huge. All right, that was hole number 1 of the 2020 Winter Major in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.